This is Michael de Laine of the Copenhagen Voice. With me is Clint Nilsson, who is basically responsible for the Copenhagen startup events and several different dozens, if not hundreds, events around the world. Clint, why do you spend so much time helping other people to get started?
I really like to see what people are capable of when you introduce them to other brilliant people. There's a funny disconnect that exists where really intelligent, talented people never have the chance to connect, and it's really addicting to put them in touch with each other once you've done it once or twice. The energy that's created is almost like a drug for me, I guess. So I really like it.
How long have you been involved in startup?
I've been doing it full-time for a year. So doing Startup Weekend full-time for a year, bringing entrepreneurs together in different cities around the world, and helping them create new tech startups.
Is it always the same concept, 50-odd hours of hard work and
It is. It's evolved a little bit. In the beginning, we've done a few events where we'd bring together, say, 130, 150 people and have all of them work on the same idea. So today we have 108 people that signed up and 11 different projects that came out of it. In the past, we've had 134 people working on one project. So
on one project?
Right. And
how was that?
It was a phenomenal amount of work that got done. We probably, if a company were to try and recreate it, we probably did $1 million in development during that 54-hour period. We filed for patents. It was an incredible amount of work, but obviously has its hiccups too. But it's fun to test the model and refine it. So, and that's kind of how we've arrived at where we are today, with the various flaws that having 134 people working on the same project presents.
Is there anything unique about this weekend here in Copenhagen for you?
Well, for starters, it's the first one that we've done in Copenhagen, and the first time that we've come into the Nordic region in general. So that's pretty unique.
You were talking before about the gender situation.
Right. So typically we have a disproportionate amount of males to females. In Copenhagen, the ratio is a little higher of women, which is it's good to see. Very progressive city with a lot of smart people, and I was really impressed with their pitches, and I was impressed with their demos yesterday on Saturday. And so the teams have had, another day, which doesn't sound like a lot, but in Startup Weekend land, that is a year of time. So I'm really excited to see how their demos have progressed from yesterday to today, and I'm looking forward to seeing what their final product looks like.
Is there anything you will take back to Seattle for the next round here from Copenhagen?
We did pretty much the same process that we normally do. I guess just things that are happening. One thing that I was opened up to a little bit is just if I do one in Seattle, for example, everyone's speaking English. So it was really inspiring to see the international element that was here with, 50% Danes and 50% of people kind of from all over Europe. And so I think that brought a very interesting mix of ideas and bringing up problems that exist beyond borders, which is not something that we see in Seattle. Everyone's kind of thinking about the same thing, and they don't necessarily have that international perspective, which was great to see.
Do you have colleagues who are at the other startup events in Oslo and Lund and so on?
We do. We have a mentor of ours to Startup Weekend as an organization. John Seacrest is in Oslo. A friend and Startup Weekend has probably facilitated almost as many events as I have. Nick Sigwin is in Lithuania, and then other teams, we kind of gave them a crash course on how to organize and manage the chaos of 100 people pitching ideas on a Friday, forming into teams, rapidly building prototypes, and presenting their ideas on Sunday. So,
do you think we'll be seeing more international, multicultural, multilingual?
I hope so. I'll be pushing for it. So if my labor is effective and and I think that that's what I'd like to see. So heading off to Istanbul late tonight. So at 2 in the morning I catch a flight for Istanbul. So as fast as I can get there, I'm going to start another multicultural event. So on the border of Europe and Asia. So I think that one will be interesting as well.
You mentioned also Nigeria and Haiti.
Right. Yeah. So in Haiti,
this was arranged before the earthquake?
I'm sorry?
This was arranged long before the earthquake?
It was arranged as a result of the earthquake.
Okay.
And so what we're trying to do, we partnered with Microsoft and Pyrex and at South by Southwest, which is the largest technology conference in the States. We kicked off a charity fundraiser for trying to support entrepreneurs that are rebuilding in Haiti. And so in the fall, after the rainy season, we intend to go down there and with some money in hand and support some local entrepreneurs as best we can. Probably have developers from the States and other places remotely writing code, and we're still trying to feel out how to be most effective down there, because a lot of things, the basic infrastructure is it's chaos, and so we're trying to find that intersection of being timely, most timely and most effective with when we enter that area. We're the masters at bootstrapping and being really efficient, and so it's almost like a first strike at redefining what foreign aid can look like. Right now, with 60% of Haiti's GDP coming from foreign aid, I think until that changes, that Haiti will continue to face the problems with orphans and things like that until they have more opportunity that exists in that community. So while it's, we're just one grain of sand on the beach, hopefully we can make a little bit of noise and have others take notice, and I think it becomes like a domino effect. So we'll see what happens as a result of that. So I'm excited about it.
Nigeria, is that the first time in Africa?
That would be the first time in Africa, and it's been a long time in planning, so it's not moving as fast as some of the other ones, but we're getting closer to have a local team that's in touch with the local government there that's interested in bringing it to Nigeria. So working hard to make that happen.
Okay. Clint, I hope it works out well for you.
Thank you.
Michael de Laine for
Thank you
the Copenhagen Voice.